I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? Ow. Let me tell you another story. So this story is called The Musical Track Meet. Bet you can't guess where this is going, because I sure couldn't when it was happening. So if you've watched my videos before, or if you know me in real life, or if you've followed me on social media for anything more than a few months, you will know that I did a show called Chorus Line over the summer. Chorus Line, for those who don't know, is a very intense show with a lot of dancing, high energy. There's very little room to rest. So keeping the energy up is a very important part of being in a chorus line. Near the end of the rehearsal period, we were hitting some snags, some hurdles, if you will, in getting all of the choreography put together while keeping the energy up and all of that wonderfulness that goes into putting together a musical. So one day during rehearsal, our director got kind of fed up with us being utterly exhausted and decided that he needed to do something drastic to get our energy up and to make us feel the urgency of the show situation or something. The thing we were working on was the epic finale that is One. You know, with the shiny hats. Don't make me do it. One! At one point during this rehearsal, we were not as energetic as we should have been, and we were not giving it our all, apparently. So, as a group, we were told that we needed to do something different to get the energy going again, which is understandable, you know? So this particular summer, we were rehearsing in a high school. What do high schools have? Cafeterias, classrooms, gyms? What else do they have? Track. Yes. Remember how this is called the musical track meet? Are you putting it together? So we were all told to march out onto the track, and we are told why we're here. Our beloved director says, you're gonna sing the final number full out, smiling as if you're performing on stage while running laps around the track. Yes, really. So several of us were injured and all of us were exhausted because this was in the middle of a rehearsal. Also, background info on my poor ass, I have this weird thing where my resting heart rate is like 90 plus, which is, if you don't know, very high on the spectrum. Most people have like 60 or 70 or so. So I can't run for shit. But since I survived high school track and I did like Taekwondo for 10 years of my life, I figured, okay, I can just like be real slow in the back and it'll be okay. So what happened was, we take off running, feeling okay, pacing myself, going pretty slow at the back with the injured folk. And then I start to realize that I can't breathe anymore, let alone sing. Mind you, this is like, we're maybe like 3 yards out off the start line. We're not very far. So you can already tell how bad this was. So then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna lip sync now because I cannot expend the energy required to sing full out and not drop dead. So I lip synced for a little bit and then the director noticed. So he, after, you know, standing off on the sidelines laughing at us the entire time, decides to jog to catch up to the backpack with me and the other injury people. English, I speak it. And he starts shouting at us that we're not going fast enough, we're not going full out enough. Oh, by the way, I can see that you're not singing, Shabnam, you better start singing, and so on. Trying to do the whole like tough love pep talk thing, and I'm like, I literally can't do it. Doesn't even care, or doesn't notice, or thinks that I'm being a drama queen. I have no idea what was going on here. So I kept trying to do this. Well, we're supposed to run like 2 laps, I think. We get like halfway through the first lap and I just can't. But I'm trying to jog to keep up. I'm at the way back of the pack and I just can't do it anymore. So I'm like trying my best to make it back to the starting line. Somehow, without blacking out right there on the track, I managed to hyperventilate my way over back to the start line and complete 1 lap. Did not complete the song, did not smile, none of that. Got back there and then like just walked. I just walked away and then proceeded to freak the out. Someone is trying to get me to like remember how to breathe again. Someone is grabbing me a water bottle. Meanwhile, dear beloved director has no idea what's going on. He's standing about a foot over there in earshot of me, Alex, also in the show, bringing up the front of the pack, like proud of himself. Well, I watched him go by, running, singing, going full out, totally awesome. Didn't even notice that his girlfriend was about to drop dead, but at least I had the assistant director and the stage manager and them like trying to help me, and then the other girl who's injured who came up. Then it ends. Moral of the story, if you think you can't do a thing, don't do the thing. No shame in not doing the thing. Even if the person who's telling you to do the thing is calling you a wuss, that is better than what I went through. This was just one really bad moment in a very wonderful experience, and I do actually really love that director. Like, Devin, if you're watching this, I do love you, but that was quite a day. Peace, love, geekdom, lack of athleticism, bye.